Well, we're here with another episode of Apoco. It's been a while since we recorded, but this is our barbershop edition. Go ahead and introduce you guys yourselves.
My name is Paco, and I work at Premier Barber Lounge.
Sup, everybody. My name's Alfred from All City Barbershop.
My name is Chris Perez, and it's only for Salinas. Or everything for Salinas. No, I'm just playing. I'm Alex, and I'm part owner of Premier Barber Lounge.
Okay, yeah, we're just doing this episode to kind of show the community how to try to get into it and, give you guys the insight of what you guys actually do. So, how long you guys been doing this for?
Me personally, I've been cutting hair for 12 years. Straight out of high school, I started cutting. I went into barber college, and 12 years of experience.
Professionally, I've been cutting it's about to be 4 years. But I've been cutting since I was like 15, 16 years old. Quite a while, man.
Yeah, professionally myself, it's about 10 years. Altogether, it's probably about like 12. Always on the north side. So, it's been cool, though.
So, all you guys been pretty much cutting hair right out of high school then, right?
Yeah, just about. You younger, you said you started, Alfred?
Yeah, I've been cutting, I was in high school just messing everybody up.
So, how did your guys' parents take it when you guys told them you guys weren't going to get really a good job? The Hispanic culture is like, go get your ass in construction or roofing or something, when telling your parents you're going to start cutting hair.
It's crazy. I was on the roof when I told my parents that.
Really?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah.
But, because obviously they felt some kind of way, especially back then,
Yeah, I mean, I think mom took it more like, that's it? That's what you're going to do? And I was just like, yeah. I mean, that was really the end of the story. It was like, all right, then, well, a ver cómo te va, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. What about you, Alfred?
My family, they're very macho guys. So all my family in Mexico, that's kind of gay. But I think that's just how older Mexican folk.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
obviously that's something they didn't see back then. They're like,
yeah,
what?
right. But it's different now. Barbering something else. It's you can make you can just grow from it a lot. So nowadays they just see it completely different. They're
Oh
proud of
yeah,
me.
for sure.
They support me for sure.
How about you, Pago?
I had a lot of support. My original plan was to be a Marine straight out of high school, but I took that ASVAB test and I failed it. So I kind of took some time and reflected on what I wanted to do next with my life. You get that pressure after high school on what career field you're gonna choose. I used to get haircuts every week. So I went and talked to my barber, and he kind of gave me a rundown on what it is to be a barber and how much they make. And I asked him, I was like, personally, you think I would fit in, to be a barber? And he said, yeah, but you got the great personality. And from there, we just enrolled in Old Town Barber College and never really looked back, honestly.
That's cool. So what all schools did you guys go to?
What you mean, like elementary?
No, to do the barber stuff and stuff like that. Like, how do you get into it?
I just went to Old Town, man. That was the only school around, honestly. Like, it was the only one around, and it was like, at that point, I wasn't really sure what I was trying to do anyways. I just know, I always hated going to school. So I was like...
Was it pretty difficult, or was it pretty easy?
Barber college itself?
Yeah.
I mean, it's changed a lot, man, from when, now there's a lot more options, especially here in town. But when I was there, it was just hella ghetto. There was no structure. I mean, I probably still wouldn't recommend that school to anybody, for real, being honest. Even though I did go back and I did notice they're finally starting to, change their ways. I mean, dudes definitely trying to change how the culture was set up over there, but it still needs a lot of work. But no, I mean, so honestly, I cheated most of my way. I mean, most of the dudes that was about to graduate, they would just let us get the answers from their books.
Yeah.
Do that shit. So, I mean, didn't take it too serious. And, took a couple years before I started regretting that. Fuck, I should have been paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't really have the best teachers,
Yeah.
but
No, my school is completely different. I'm a Paul Mitchell alumni. Shout out Paul Mitchell.
damn.
But that program was kind of new, cause he's right. There wasn't like a lot of options back then, but now we have like Paul Mitchell. We got
You got Legends.
We got Legends.
Old Town.
Yeah. So there's like more options now. But Paul Mitchell's cool, man. They focus like a lot more on like the business side, like more chemical stuff, you know, as far as cutting and stuff. Like they're all right. They do decent. They teach you like the basics. But school is easy for me, man. I got that stuff done in like 9 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that's average time.
yeah, and it was just like like a normal high school schedule. Like I just go in there like from 9 to 4, 3 maybe.
So it's hours you got to put in before you can graduate.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever it is?
1,200 hours now. Like I don't know how much it was for you guys.
It was 1,500.
15? Yeah, so it's 1,200. So 8 to 9 months, easy.
Is it pretty affordable to do it?
I think like it's like 20 racks, like 20 grand, right?
Like right now, yeah, it's probably like 20.
Depending if you get Pro Grants or fast food.
You can get fast.
But
food.
shout out to Biden canceling and all that shit, so it don't even matter. Just enroll.
Yeah,
and go.
no cut.
Damn, so it's about 20 grand just to do that.
You know,
It's investment.
So what's some of the things you guys don't like about it? Or
About
you
what,
guys
school?
just-
School?
No, just like
Oh.
you know your guys' job. Like overall, do you guys like cutting kids' hair? Or
I mean,
do you guys don't do kids' hair? Or?
I personally do. It's just so repetitive. You know, we're standing on our feet for hours throughout the day. And then recently, like, I go to sleep, and then I wake up sometime with my hands all crippled and shit. And I think I'm starting to get carpal tunnel.
Oh, way.
Yeah, like,
That shit
I
was
got a
just
stress
funny.
ball right here,
That
and
shit
I
was
just
just
kind of,
Trying to work it out.
you know, I
huh?
work out my muscles because...
sound like a fucking scary story. I thought he was gonna start saying I have nightmares. Like what the fuck?
Nah, kind of. I mean, it's Halloween
Oh,
time, you know what I mean?
shit.
But like, it's just so repetitive, man. You do it
Yeah.
for so long,
So how many
and day-to-day
cuts
basis. I'm averaging 40 to 60 haircuts a week, no cap,
a week?
a week, and that's not even me. Like,
That's Monday.
I can show
through
you my
Sunday,
schedule.
or-
And yes, 40 to 60 haircuts a week. Saturdays I do 12 to anywhere from like 14 to 20 heads.
So that's
And that's-
weekends are the best, days, right?
I mean, every day. I mean, I stay busy. I ran some numbers down. I got about like 140 clients that alternate. You know, whenever they need
Everybody-
haircuts.
Yeah.
But I went to the same school as my business partner Alex, and yeah, it was super ghetto, man. Like, just super ghetto. I remember shooting dice in the restroom. Like, what are y'all
Ain't
doing?
nothing ghetto about shooting dice, but
I mean, I'm like, yeah, man, I just got peeled for like 500, man. Like, I'm gonna just clock out. You know, it was pretty.
Damn. So it's just
It was like, yeah, like
everybody.
people. I think it was more back in the days too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm about to just go enroll in barber school just to say I have something under my belt, and people wouldn't take it like serious.
Yeah.
Almost kind of disrespectful to like the industry, honestly. Like, they would go to school and just like,
Yeah, because it's kind of obvious now. Now there's barbers everywhere.
Yeah,
it's
the
like in
demand
each
of-
corner. Now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy.
only thing I would say, like, it's very taxing, dog. It's very taxing on your body. It's very taxing on your mind. Like, people don't realize, like, they think it's just like, oh, it's just cutting hair, dog. Like, dog, it wears on your legs, it wears on your back,
oh, the eyes
it
too.
wears on your eyes.
My eyes, like yesterday,
I
I was
mean-
so like, you know, you focus on these lineups and like these fades, and it takes a lot from your vision too. You know, I've been blind all my life, so I be cutting like hair like this when I'm up
Fucking Ray
close.
Charles over here.
You know, just so I can stop, you know, not focus as much, you know, with my glasses on, and you know, so if I take off my glasses, obviously, if you wear glasses, you know, it makes your eyes a little bit more heavier. So yeah, so when I'm up close, I take off my glasses or just give my eyes a little bit time to, you know, refocus.
Yeah, that's
But-
cool.
I don't know, as far as you, you know, you're a bit younger, so
Yeah, I'm a rookie to the game, man. But I don't know. Like, what I don't like about it is like, I feel like my surroundings, like nobody really sees it as me working. Like, they just see me as like,
It's a hobby.
You guys are
you know
just
what I
chilling,
mean?
kicking
Like,
it.
yeah, like if I'm just kicking it all day, like whenever I go out with my girl, whatever, on the weekends, I be tired, man. You know, I be tired. Like we be Saturday night.
It should be wearing on you. Man.
you
I'm
know
telling
what I
you,
mean?
they don't think that it wears on you.
know
It
what
should
I mean?
be wearing
She
on
like,
you.
you lame or whatever. I'm just tired, baby. Like I like to go home, man. I want to sit down. I want to chill. You know, like just think to myself, like.
So
you know,
did you guys have another kind of job before all this, or before y'all got into it, or?
kitchen? I used to work kitchen since I was like 15, 14.
I always had another job.
Not really.
Yeah, but 2 years ago, I just decided to go full time, to kind of put our name out there a little bit more, put a little bit more effort into that. So like, and that's another thing about barbering. Like money wise, like it's great money, but you just need to learn how to, you know, how you say it, like financially, just put yourself in a position, because since it's cash, card, cash app. You know, we don't get 401k, we don't get health benefits, so you have to be wise with your money, and be smart about it. You know what I mean? Get an accountant or just some number wise. You know what I'm saying? To put your money in a trust fund or something, so you could, you know, for your
Balance it
future.
out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the streets
Yeah, it's hard. out here.
and Dylan's.
So what's some of the ways you guys advertise your guys' is, you know, it's just
Barbershop.
just like your barbershops.
I mean, nowadays, I mean, social media, right?
Social media.
So how, do you guys often post like daily, or what do you guys do, or just kind of you guys just like
I mean,
post
yeah.
pictures,
I
or-
mean, yeah, but I mean, it's one of them things, though, man. Like it's be about being like that right there in itself. Like actually effective marketing is like a whole other job in itself. So I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Staying consistent on that. Like don't get me wrong. Like last year when I was actually like on my shit consistently, like every day. Like man, my shit was booming. It was cool. And then just came to like a screeching halt. I just like stopped, got complacent. And shit, and it's having to pick that shit back up again. It's like twice as hard, because then you're just like,
for
fuck.
sure. It's awesome.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah, because
like,
you kind of got to go home and then edit pictures.
well, I mean,
and-
shit. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a lot. It's like you could do so much work just off your phone. But I'm telling you, like, if you're going on for a whole day, like let's just say, you know, you cutting, 10, 12 heads, then you're getting content, then you're trying to break that content down, then you're trying to edit it, then you're trying to go back through it, then you got to post it, then you got to have everything set up for the next day. Like it's. I mean, I'm telling you, dog, it's a lot. It's
Takes
definitely
time.
a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
What's some of the things you do, Alfred?
I'm just never pig. I just post it. Like, man, that look good. I like, that shit's fresh. I just post it, man. Like, I just try not to overthink much. But then again, my shit wasn't booming, like, you know, like all their stuff. But, yeah, I literally just, man, if I see it, I like it, I just do post it. I try not to overthink it, man. I try not to just.
I think that's the advantage nowadays, though. Like, I was born in 91, so, like, I started this 13, 12 years ago, cutting hair, and, like, just social media and, like, Instagram, Facebook, like, these iPhone 16s, 23s, whatever it was. I got an iPhone 11. And,
I didn't even know there was a 16 or a 23 yet. That's cool.
nah, but, like, that just lets you know, like, there's a brighter future for, like, content.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm so old school, like, I've never been a person to even post. I'm more of the old school ways, like, face to face, come check me out, and or off of just, like, reference.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? That's word of mouth. Like, that's kind of how I am. I've never been the type of person to take pictures, and I don't know. It's just time consuming to me. I don't really.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. It's
Everybody
definitely
has their own ways,
Yeah,
though,
that's
how
one-
they, you know,
Yeah,
how
for
they market
sure.
themselves and whatnot. But for no doubt, social media, man, for real.
So when you guys like started cutting hair, did you guys, your homies came through, or how do you guys do? Just kind
Oh
of
yeah,
members?
I was shredding people in my mom's basement. Like, yeah, it was bad. Like
Yeah, man.
that trust that they put in me, I'm like,
yeah,
man,
for
that was
sure.
it was
I
my
mean,
guinea pigs, and I was just like, neat.
Man, I was in school still, so I'll just be walking around the hallways. Them like, bro, you did that? I'm like, what? Why? They like, why? Is it good or not? I'm like, fuck. My boys would be walking around with like red lines, bro. Like my shit was,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, man.
He did the Jason on him for real.
Yeah, no
Sliced
cap.
them up.
I
That's
was
why he
slicing
brought the
them for
costume. Let
real.
him know he was really slicing.
No
them.
lie, man. And then,
Sick.
yeah, and then high school, they're tough, man. They'll clown your shit.
Yeah, for
rude.
sure. Obviously, everybody sees a fucked up line.
But I
They're
mean,
like,
you know,
damn.
like that shit, you just
Who
can't let it
fucked
get
you
to you. Yeah.
Man, I can't even say shit because I see the fucking pictures of the hairstyle I had in high school. I just shut the fuck up. I don't even say nothing no more 'cause I'm just
You
like,
ain't lying about
man,
that one.
Oh
huh?
yeah, for sure.
fuck, that shit was.
You know, it was crazy. Like, my first lineup was when I had took my braces off in high school in freshman year, and I'm walking the halls, and I'm like, man, I feel like a new person. No braces, lineup, fade, and then I'm walking the halls, and people are just kind of like looking at me like, is that Paco? And I'm over here like, yeah, that's me. Got a whole nother look. I had got my first lineup, and I was just like, man, I'm feeling myself, just smiling like, yeah, this is me.
So what's how do you guys feel about cutting kids' hair? Because I mean, there's sometimes I've been sitting in the chair and I see kids wilding the hell out. It's like, damn. How do you guys deal with certain things like that?
I mean, what you say, pinch him?
Like,
I don't know. I cut a couple kids. I don't mind it, honestly. It's just I feel like it's breaking that like that fear of like them not being comfortable, like what's going on. I've built a lot of relationships throughout families and dads because I feel like I'm a good like I make kids feel comfortable.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
they're calm, and I just try my best to make it a fast and easy process of when I'm cutting their hair.
Yeah.
But I think it's the relationship you try to build with that little kid to have that comfort.
So wouldn't it be more beneficial to do kids because that's a longer client that you can have?
I mean, yeah, you think about a future. That's why I cut kids personally. That's what I'm saying. But like, nah, not everybody got patience like that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't cut kids.
You
Not no
don't?
more. No, I'm cool.
You had
But
enough
I mean,
of
it's
it,
just
huh?
it's like I mean,
Had some bad experiences or what?
nah. I mean, yeah, a few. But when it comes to stuff like that, it's just like, yeah, you said building relationships is like that's understandable, but it's also at the same time like I know what my long term goal is, and it's not like I don't see myself doing this for an extra 10, 15, 20 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I don't see that for myself, so it's just like.
Why do it, huh?
Well, I mean, now and then when you look at kids, majority of the time, like you have to be even more careful because they're over here like giving you more stress about how like when they're moving and they're tripping, and then the parents want what they show you, and it's like you try to communicate it to them like, look, dude, like this kid's hair is not even meant for that style,
Yeah.
and they still just want to do that. So it's just like, all right. So I feel like if I do kids, I charge them the same price as I charge for the men's anyways. I'll be like, man, it's gonna be the same thing. Because if
Yeah.
anything, I still got to do more work. You know what I mean?
What about
then-
you, Alfred?
I mean, I try. Like, if they're patient enough, then yeah, I cut them off. But honestly, man, sometimes they come in a good mood, and then sometimes they haven't had their nap or whatever, and they just wild.
You said a nap?
Yeah, man. Like they be cranky. Like I was cutting my homeboy's kiddo one time, and his mom was holding him. And he was kicking and punching and shit, and he was like, "Fuck you, bitch!"
Damn.
I was like, "Yeah."
the kid was?
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck
Oh,
bro."
hell no.
And then I was like, "Hold on, bro."
Finna square off with a little ass kid.
But he was just screaming stuff to the mom and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's so she's up."
Damn.
But I mean, there's kids that I've been cutting for a while since they were babies and stuff. So they know, they know to be patient. They know they're
Yeah.
gonna have that solid, adult haircut because they don't move. And then there's other days where like even me myself, I'm having a bad day and I'm not trying to put up with it. So my boy might leave a little track a little bit, but
Speaking on that, like say you guys are having a bad day, you guys aren't in the mood, how do you guys deal with certain things like that? You guys just push through it, or
Meditate. Fool.
mentally, you got to get kind of, people have bad days,
That's what I'm saying. Meditate.
How do you guys meditate?
No, I don't
mean,
meditate.
I meditate.
How do you meditate?
I don't
Shit.
know.
I just I got like an app. Honestly, I use, man. I get that, just get into that zone. It's just kind of put yourself like, you kind of feel yourself go out of your body for a little bit, then you just kind of have the presence of mind to bring you back into it. And then just as you do that, you just kind of literally telling your mind and your body just like, hey, release tension.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps out.
Gotta try that
yeah,
one.
it's all good.
Ain't nobody up in here meditate. Y'all meditate?
I mean,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever helps, man. That's
I mean,
pretty.
obviously, seeing all of these people. How do you guys deal like with when people come in there and start breaking down and start telling their life stories?
Shit, I mean-
I
I laugh, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I laugh first and then I apologize later.
So obviously, 'cause you guys take about what 45 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's the process thing. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't mind it, man. You build a lot of relationships.
I was just playing. I don't laugh. Not all.
It's
not
cool,
all.
it's
Not all
cool.
the time. But sometimes
about
I.
it,
Sometimes I do. But
You know.
it's because like it is. You don't think that's just kind of crazy, man? Like,
no,
imagine
you're sitting
having
there.
some random ass dude, random ass motherfucker come up to you right now and just be like, "Bro, my fucking wife
Just cheated on
is cheating on me, and fucking dog was there."
What kind of could you move?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, obviously.
And I'm
you
like,
know.
man, that's crazy, dog. You say you want a 3 on top though?
Bro, no lying. That
You know what
stuff
I'm saying?
really happens, bro. That
No
stuff
shit.
really happens.
It
Yeah,
literally
I met
be
this
like that,
dude. He
dog.
was like, man, I just beat the fuck out of my girl. I'm like, oh shit. But I had just met him, bro.
And you came here first?
Like,
Yeah.
my butt was breathing hard
Dog.
still. and shit. I'm like, oh man, hey, nigga. Oh,
Damn. So y'all be. I mean, obviously, because you guys see these people week in, week out. So you guys listen to a lot of stories.
Man, it's a lot of
Never
shit.
boring.
At the
huh?
same time, it's cool because they feel comfortable, you know, like in that area. So they feel comfortable enough to tell you certain stuff, you know, like, oh,
Yeah, y'all need to like to
This and
upcharge
that,
that
yeah.
shit. That's
I'm
mental.
saying, it's
you
almost
know?
like being
That's
a therapist,
counseling,
man.
you
you know what I
know?
mean? So
Fresh
yeah,
cut
so-
and counseling.
Yeah, it's like damn.
And you meet a lot of people, bro, like going through a lot of different situations. And like
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy, when
crazy.
you just sit back and think like, man, these people
Got it going on. Huh?
You know
They
what I mean?
got too much stuff going on. Like,
What about the whole customer service aspect of your job?
What about it?
Like, is it something that you had to learn? 'Cause
Yeah.
Customer service isn't taught.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah,
true,
yeah.
though, too.
I mean, it's definitely a top priority. Yeah. I mean, it's something that definitely had to be learned. I mean, it wasn't taught like at the school we was at. It wasn't taught that, and I've never really had any type of prior job experience to ever. That was very direct. 'Cause, I mean, it's a very personal gig. I mean, you think about it. You know, you're coming into a new space to a random person, and this random person is touching all over your face. You know, your cheeks, your head. I mean, that's very personal. You know, only people I could think I do that to like the first time is a dentist, and even with that, me personally, I like to ask all types of questions like, man, how long you been doing this? I need to look at these Google reviews. I need to see what other, like for real, because I mean, shit, ain't gonna be up in my shit. You know what I mean? If I don't, you know, at least know something. But
So, like, what do they teach you guys at school? Just pretty much the basic of how to cut hair. They don't teach you guys how to socialize with people or none of that.
man, I don't.
Or
That
how to
answer is
approach
right there,
people.
fuck.
Or
The school we went to,
it was just
it was
a
just
money
like
thing or
text.
what?
Honestly, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, I really didn't learn much there. It even took me call me slow or dumb, but nowadays people are struggling passing their tests.
I wouldn't say you're both.
But like, it took me 4 tries, and
Like a written
like if you
test?
really don't put your mind and you know to these books and what they're telling you, like, I mean, you're just gonna have trouble. I just felt like I don't know if my head wasn't there or the school, the atmosphere wasn't something that like made me want to actually like. How do I put it? Can you help me out?
I don't know what you're saying.
I got lost right
I don't know what you're saying. All I know is first time try for me, and it was a rap. I'm like, bet.
Yeah, man, we all didn't cheat on that test, man.
I didn't cheat.
you said it earlier.
I didn't cheat on the test though. 'Cause we couldn't cheat on that test.
Yeah, that shit was
So,
hard to cheat on.
We couldn't cheat on that test, dog. I'm just good at guessing or something.
So, what made you guys? What made you guys want to start your own, barbershop?
I was at a shop personally for like 9 years, and there was just basically no structure there. And I was pretty loyal to that place and the person that ran it. And people literally would come in and like they thought I was the owner because I used to hold it down. It was Mike's Barbershop,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But like, it just got to a point where like I just got fed up. I remember one winter I was cutting, and there was no heat in there, and I literally like me and my client were just like, and we could see what is that called?
Your breath. Like,
Our breath. Yeah, like I'm like, man, I hit him up. I was like, man, it's too cold in here, man. Like
Literally
this
the
is
coldest,
not
the
in
coldest shop in Wichita.
the
Literally.
coldest shop in Wichita. But like, he's like, oh, something about a space heater. I'm like, dude.
We had like 10 space heaters in that bitch going at the
It was
same
just
time. We
kinda
kept
like-
popping the breaker.
Yeah.
Couldn't even keep doing that.
Damn.
I just told myself like, nah, this is it for me. This is I quit that day, and took 6 months off, kind of just took some time to reflect on what was going to be next for my career-wise, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of met this guy somewhere, and he heard that I had quit, and we got together, met up somewhere, and just kind of talked about, well, you know what, the future, what were we going to do with ourselves. Where were you, Alex, cutting at?
I was at Nelly's shop at that time, but I just came back from Hutch for like 9 months, and then I was at Nelson's shop, and then pretty much made up my mind that I wasn't trying to be there no more.
So we got together and teamed up, opened up Premier, established ourselves in 2018. We're off on West and Central in Wichita, Kansas, and yeah, we're.
Aren't you moving your location from where you were?
What?
No? Are you guys still be in the same?
Is that the rumor?
That's the rumor.
Because I haven't heard it.
I heard you guys are moving from the space you're at next to the
Pet shop?
pet shop. No?
No, that's not what we have in plan.
I
or
need the
nothing.
insider scoop information too, because I didn't know this.
Nah, I mean, little by little, we keep expanding, you know.
So how many people how many other barbers do you have in your shop?
We got 9 stations.
We got 9 in total right now.
9 total, including me and Alex, you know, so 7 stations besides R2.
And then thinking about doing 2 more here shortly or soon.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, we keep little by little, you know, we keep expanding. Our business is good. We keep trying to grow, and thanks to the grace of God, we keep pushing and yeah, I mean,
We just want a poco más.
poco más, like you said, yeah, that's pretty clever.
So about you, Alfred, do you ever think you'll open up your own shop, or you kind of
Yeah.
just don't want that drama? You just rather.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I just want to be I see myself being a business owner, you know.
Yeah.
But I've been with All City since I got out of Barber college. I don't see myself like going to any other shop till I get my own. Cause whatever you do at one shop, you're gonna do the same shit at a different shop, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you slacking at one, or you just not making it in one, what makes you think you're gonna, you know, do something different at a different spot? It's the
Yeah,
same,
for
You know,
sure.
it's about you, what you do with your time.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you got to have the mental awareness to know, like, is this an environment that I know I can grow at? Because if a lot of people don't do that, and I see that way
So,
too often.
When you guys opened up your guys' shop, you guys talked about it, like obviously we're gonna bring more people in and kind of build it
Shit,
up.
honestly, though, we just did it off the top because I mean, we didn't have nobody. It was really just me and him at first.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just said,
I mean that's because we wanted to go more west. Honestly, like
Maze.
ideally, we wanted to push more towards the Maze area, but you know, with it just being me and him off tops, we were like, man, are we really trying to pay that much in rent just to start when it's just me and you? We don't even
Yeah.
we got these chairs, but we don't even got nobody up in them. Like,
Yeah, we started
just did
small,
this shit,
man.
dude.
It was
We
3
just
chairs,
started.
then 5 chairs, then 7 chairs, then 9 chairs.
it literally started like this. We had a meetup one time. We met up one time. We were like, all right, fool, hey, we're gonna start making start reaching out to a couple spots, whatever. By the next week, we had met some spots up. Went to go check them out. You know, talk with some of the landlords. Was able to work a deal with one of the landlords. He was a little bit more willing to negotiate with stuff, and
And then we had to do a demo.
it probably took like 2 weeks after that. I was just like, damn, this was hella quick.
The demo took us about like 2 weeks and another 2 weeks
yeah.
to like get everything ready to like, finally
Mostly-
open.
But we were moved into the building for basically like within a month of us talking. It took about a month.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Like, damn.
It
So that's what I'm saying.
happened like
We just started going like
yeah,
Once
that's
it
cool.
started, yeah,
it
we
wasn't
started,
really
yeah.
planned out like that efficiently or that. You know what I'm saying? No
I-
big ass blueprint. We just was like,
Yeah.
hey, just
I
fuck
remember
it, just
telling
go.
him, I was like, the last thing we should put up is a sign, and I didn't really think it was gonna be much.
Shit, we fucked up.
And like, we had brand new floors, paint, the electrical work, plumbing work, and like, well, we got the sign left, bro. So let's find out how much the sign is gonna be. And I remember it being like around 3,800. I don't roll like with doing half-ass projects and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, what, 3,800? Like, I got like,
Were you guys
Yeah.
kind of nervous?
Yeah, I mean, the
'cause
sign's
you guys are
big, you know?
sinking in money. you
Hell
know?
yeah, fool.
yeah, we
Were
put,
you guys like, damn,
Dog.
did we make the good choice?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I mean, you
damn,
put it,
know?
you put your all into it. Like for real, we could say we had me personally, I had to get a loan, from the bank.
Yeah.
But
I had just bought my crib, dog. Literally like the month before that happened. So like,
damn, so you had a lot.
I was
riding,
just
huh?
I was just going in, but like that's what my whole mindset was. Is like I ain't got no choice, dude. Like if I gotta stay here 12, 14 hours just to get shit going, like that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I mean, gracias a Dios, it started going, but it did take some. It took some time, but
process,
that
for sure.
whole first year, I would say like the whole year, first year and a half, 2 years, I was just like, man.
Was this the right choice, huh?
Well, I mean, I knew it was the right choice, but I was just like, fuck, I just had to like keep sucking it up. I was just like, man, fuck, I'm not trying to do these, 12, 13, 14-hour days, but it's just like, shit, I really ain't got a choice right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's if I don't do it, like, then what? I wouldn't even want to, like, I wouldn't even allow myself to start thinking that shit. So I was like, nah, man, I just got to suck it up.
How do you guys balance your guys' social life? Because obviously you guys are cutting, 5-6 days a week or what? Or you guys take
Yeah.
off during
See,
the
that's
weekday,
the cool
or-
thing about being a barber, I guess, or like being able to fluctuate your schedule
Yeah.
on hour wise. Like,
Fluctuate.
Fluctuate.
man, y'all
He
know
said
what I-
fluctuate. I guess we flunked in school.
Damn, that's pretty hard, bro.
My bad, fool. Flunked.
But anyways, I do like a split shift Monday and Wednesday. We close Tuesdays, and it's what works for me. And having that liberty of like saying your schedule and your hours is what's I think is a pro to being a barber. You're not on a 8 to 6.
So if like say a high school kid comes up to you guys and they ask you, is it something they should pursue, or
I tell them to
advice
come
you give
shadow
them?
me.
You tell them?
Yeah, I don't. I just see a lot of like, I don't know what I want to do with myself.
Yeah,
I honestly
see a
just
lot of
tell them
teenagers,
come shadow me for like every Saturday to see if you're up for that challenge on being on your feet. Seeing if this is what you want to do. Like I always tell the newer barbers, I'm like, since the demand is so high, like you say with
Yeah.
barbers, like they could go anywhere and get a haircut. Like what's gonna set you aside from the other barbers? Basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're not good with like being a people person, if you're not being comfortable with standing behind that chair for 8 hours, then most likely this is not gonna be the gig for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if a high school kid come up to me and ask me, I would just be like, man, I'd just ask him like, why would you want to do this? And then just kind of dictate from what he says from right there. I mean, because like there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it, and it's just like I don't think people they realize like what they're getting themselves into, because if it's like what I've seen from people that have like regular jobs and then they become self-employed, like they don't know how to handle it, though. They don't know what it's like getting cash in hand every day. They don't know how to manage it. They don't have the financial literacy to like help themselves out. Same shit like customer service. Like there's so much stuff that goes into it. It's just like, so I would just ask them like, why? And then once they kind of like give me an idea, like, all right, I mean, I would recommend it, but do I, like I said, I'm to the point now, like I don't see this as a long-term thing. Like I think about it now, dude, of people that were barbers that have been doing it for like 30, 40 fucking years and still doing it. Like, hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense to me. It's just like, dude, I'm cool. So I think it's a good short-term thing though to, probably get yourself in position to propel you into the next avenue in your life for sure. Cause I mean, it can be very profitable. It can get you very good connections. I mean, like your network could expand a lot, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, there's a lot of potential with it.
That's cool.
For sure. I just told him try it. I'm like, hey, bro, try it. I mean, what's the
It's the worst that could happen.
what's the worst that could happen? You might end up liking it, bro. It might be your thing. It might work out for you.
Yeah. I like Alfred's answers, man. They're just fucking simple. They're just easy as fuck. Like, just try it.
What
You
about the
know?
barber community? It has expanded and it's grown.
Yeah, do you guys feel some kind of way since there's so many barbers, shops everywhere? It's like, damn, Or do you think the demands, there's enough people for everybody,
It's a growing city, man. So, everything's about to be growing. You about to see a lot more barbershops. You about to see more restaurants. We got Top Golf opening, more stuff to do. It's a growing city, man. I like it.
I mean, there's enough out here for everybody, honestly. Like, no matter what. Like, even if we wanted to, we couldn't cut everybody, even if we fucking wanted to. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
obviously.
Like, so, I mean, he's saying he's cutting, 12, 14 heads a day,
Yeah, that's
6 days a week. So it's just like, you got 150, 160 repetitive clients. You think about it, that ain't shit compared to what the population here is in
Oh,
town.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
It's over 500,000 people. What's 160 people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm saying like that's a good residual like flow coming in constantly, repetitively all the
sure.
time, plus what you could get on top of that. So, I mean, there's more than enough out there for everybody, that's for sure.
So like when new people come in, or because you guys do walk-ins, or do you guys do scheduling?
No, I only take appointments myself.
Both.
Both.
We're appointment based, but if we have time, then we walk in at the right time, then I'll be able to get you in.
Is the barber community positive or negative?
What's
Both.
these,
Support?
what is this? Yeah.
Supporting like
Each
for
other.
each other.
Yeah.
Like barbers.
Yeah,
Or
like other
barbershops?
barbershops, you know,
Barbershops,
there's these,
barbershops.
I mean,
there's
it's in
like-
the middle, to be honest. Like, I'm happy for whoever wants to open up a barbershop or whoever really, like, I don't have any type of,
like beef with other barbershops.
Nah,
and
I
stuff
mean,
like that.
not
There's
really.
rumors out there that you hear from other people, like, oh, I heard they don't get along because, they take this
I mean, I think that's
clientele or
more of
whatever.
I don't know.
So do you guys ever get salty when like one of your clients goes somewhere else and gets fucked up and
You're
hits
not,
you up?
you're not
Like, hey,
gonna be a
man.
barber for everybody, Like, let's say I do a haircut, they're like, they might think, my man, this dude fucked me up, and I'm like, I just dipped this dude, he's in there, and then it's just not the way that that suits him. So he might do it way better than me, But in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I
Yeah.
got this nigga right.
Yeah, I mean, there's no support, dog. I'm not gonna lie. There's no support like that. You might support like other like barbers might support like other certain barbers that they know, but it ain't like that, dude. I mean, it's everybody's for themselves. That's for damn sure.
Do you guys ever have to turn people down? Like, nah, man, I can't do that for you, or that's not my style, or you kind of just,
I mean, yeah,
you're kind of suitable for everything, or?
shit. I mean, I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at. So I mean, if somebody
Yeah,
came
so-
in like with something I'm not good at, like I'm not ashamed to be like, look, man, I can't. I'm pretty sure I can't do this for you. You know what I'm saying? But I know enough people. Like I would rather recommend them to somebody that could solve the problem for them instead of me trying to do it and then them not like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's still your reputation, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to look out for.
Me personally, like, I like a challenge. One time this lady came in and she was pressing me pretty hard about cutting her hair, and I wasn't comfortable with it. But I don't know, something just told me to just do it. She had really long hair, and I was just like, man.
I just
She
see
just
the look.
needed a
I just see the
trim or
look in
what?
Elizabeth's face as you say this stuff. Look, so that's what I'm saying. All right, Elizabeth. Sort of like, let's just say like in that situation, I'm not saying he's wrong by saying like, hey, you need to try something new for sure. But it's like I said, it's like pick and choose your battles, like
Man, it was off. It was
You know
all
what I mean?
judgment. This lady did
Yes.
not really care. Like if I was gonna butcher her hair, I even straight up told her, I'm like, I don't cut women hair. Well, the last person to cut my hair was the barber. I was like, ah, shit. Okay then.
So what'd you do to her? Like, was she had long hair, short
She had
hair,
really
what?
long hair, and like I do remember some of the things they taught me in school with the scissors and how to stand her up and gradually cut her hair. Like it wasn't hard. She didn't want nothing, no layers or nothing like that, no hair dye, no, you know what I mean. So I was like, man, I could do this, and I mean, I ended up doing it. And I was happy that I took her, like, cut her hair.
So you're one and done, or you had?
Yeah, no, I don't do no females like that. So don't. Nah, I'm all strictly just.
It
kids
sounded
and-
like a good story.
Yeah.
It sounded like you was about to be the shit.
what's some
I
of
mean,
the
it's the
crazy-
challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
To
what-
me, that's me who I am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a crazy dude. Like I do crazy stuff. I mean, I jumped out of an airplane 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, I did
For
that.
For my 31st birthday. Like,
Hell yeah, no parachute, no nothing. So that's some real crazy ass.
I mean,
yeah, I
yeah.
did that. I did. It was the best feeling ever doing.
I mean,
that.
yeah, it's crazy, right?
Oh yeah, shit, just that experience.
Don't tell me you tough until you do that.
Yeah.
For real. Nobody.
When you're hanging out that door, it ain't no joke.
All you hear is that.
Oh yeah. Did you let go, or they had to force you out?
Nah, well, I'm in front of him.
Yeah, so,
and we're
yeah.
going scooting forward like this.
Whoa.
And like we're at the ledge right
Whoa.
there, and then he literally like
shit.
forces your body to go
Yeah.
forward, and you're just 140 miles per hour in the sky coming down.
Oh,
I
like,
yeah.
should just been like Deadpool, man. Fuck that. Get off me. And just do this shit myself.
But yeah, we're getting off topic. But
So what about you guys? You guys have any crazy requests from clients or whatever?
Man, I think the craziest was like this dude. He wanted me to do some horns, like on top of his head, like some devil horns, because he was gonna go visit like his girl's family or whatever. And, like they're super religious. They're like, yeah, man, they don't like me and stuff, and they're super religious. So if you could just toss some horns up there and shit.
Yeah, I want to make them not like me
Man,
even more.
yeah. And
No
then,
shit.
I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. I mean,
you did them?
Yeah, bro, I
fucking
did.
funny.
I did.
They were hella big.
they're big, bro. Yeah, big ass head too. So you know that shit. I
Big
had a
ass
big
head.
canvas. I had a big canvas, and then but I mean, you know, I'll try, man. They ask me to do something, man. I'll
Especially
try.
like with designs. I don't know how you feel about them.
I'll try that.
I
shit,
like
bro.
freestyling
Okay.
designs. You know, there's a real talented barber at where we're at. His name's Ricky. Shout out to Ricky. He's just cold with the designs. Like, he's just an artist. He could put NFL teams, logos, letters, names.
Stick people.
Just very stick people. Yeah, you can. You know, he's a very artistic barber, so he expresses it on the designs. And some kids like that. Some people, you know, want that. And
Yeah, it's what they want, right?
if they're paying,
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I
it's
mean?
like you're gonna give them what they want, but at the same time, it's just like, man, you just gotta be real with people. Like, look, dog, this shit ain't gonna. Like, I think it's funny. Like when I've had like black people or something come up to me like, man, I want a pompadour. Like, dog, your hair texture is not even made for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what the pictures of the shit. Like, that just goes to show, like, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying
Yeah.
black people in general. I'm just, I'm just saying, like, there's one person that did it. It's like, dog, people don't know what the hell they want. Dog. That's what they're coming to us for. You know what I'm saying? Because they want really our opinion. You know what I'm saying? Of how we do something. And there's no such thing as a perfect haircut. Like, I could do something. Cause it's all perspective, no matter what, you know what I mean. It's like Alfred said, I could do a fade and be thinking it's wet as fuck, and then someone will be like, nah, man, well, he left this too heavy, or he did this, you know what I'm saying. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, hey, man, was the client happy? Did they get taken care of with it? If that's what they wanted, hey, cool. And if it suits them, you know, good shit. But you know, there is sometimes even when the client wants something that's not for them. Like, I've had it to the point where, dog, like, I've tried to like tell people like, look, man, this will not suit you at all based off of your facial structure, your head shape, everything else. They're like, nah, I still want it. At that point, it's just like, man, I'm gonna do it,
Yeah.
but then I'm gonna be like, don't tell people I cut your hair though.
Can't put that out there. huh?
Cause I mean, it's just like, man, like, it's just, you already know, it's just like, yeah, he likes it, but it's just like, dog, it don't matter. You're my billboard. You're walking around out there representing
Yeah,
me
for
no matter
sure.
what. So it's just like, you're thinking it's cool, but I already know it's not. And I know everybody else that sees this is gonna be like, man, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, man, where'd you get cut at? Yeah, like, yeah, I don't need that. You know what I mean? So you gotta sometimes you gotta save people from themselves, man, for sure.
Through your business, do you guys ever do anything for your community?
us barbershop. Yeah, we've gone to the boys' ranch and gave back to the kids that are out there. Done that a couple times.
We've had
done
like
coat
coat
drives
drives.
too. Little things that like
Like
What else,
local, we've done like local sponsorships for like local teams and stuff like that. I mean, I don't mind doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool. But
Man, we try to stay pretty on it, pretty involved. We like, what was it like maybe a week or two ago? We were at I think it was Southeast. I don't know. We were over there giving like some kids haircuts. They were getting our food, backpacks, all types of stuff. Do like Convoy Hope. Yeah, we try to stay pretty involved. You know, just get back, and it just feels good, man. To be honest, you know,
Yeah.
help those who help you.
So do you guys go to like a lot of events, like barber events? Like, I know some barbers, they kind of put their trophies out there, or just kind of.
Alex has recently, right? You've gone.
I
to
mean, yeah,
Cali?
I've gone to a couple ones. Yeah, I mean, no, when I went to Cali though, I mean, it was a barbershop, but it was more a personal business venture than it was like for that barbershop. I didn't even end up going to that barbershop.
I don't mind them. It's depending on what kind of barber you want to be, honestly.
Yeah.
That stuff is not really for me. I competed in a cotillion when they had the barber show there, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good experience. You know, some people are more prideful in that stuff, which is cool. You know, they take it more serious, and that's what they want to be known for. So, I mean, but there is a lot of good that comes out of that.
Yeah,
If
for
you
sure.
take it serious, you could get all these clipper brands. You could be a what's the word, Alex? When they
They endorse you?
Yeah, whatever.
Ambassador?
Ambassadors or whatever.
Ambassador.
ambassador.
You know, what's crazy about some of these hair shows was honestly like, is, man, like, no lie, like, some of these dudes be walking around like they're fucking gods, dog.
Yeah, 'cause
literally,
I know
like,
there's
it's
a couple
just-
of shops
it's
I know that
crazy.
that they go to them like crazy, and they.
Nah, I'm just saying, but like, dude, it gets to people's heads, fool. Like, it's crazy. Like,
For
nah,
real?
for real, I swear. You know what I'm saying? I see dudes with like $4,000 or $5,000 outfits and shit. They over here rocking it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you know, they got a good big following on. Like it's like the shit gets to their head, dog. They make it seem like as if I need to have the red carpet out for him. It's like, motherfucker, I've never even heard of you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I got 100-some-thousand followers on Instagram.
But see, that's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
thing,
Like,
though,
it's
dog.
just,
Like
it's crazy.
that's what they want to do, though. So why?
I don't think
yeah.
they do, dog. I just think they just get caught up in it. You know, like trust me, dog. I've been to enough of these, and I
I mean,
see
who's
it more
cutting
often,
who's
you know what I'm
cutting
saying?
celebrities? Who's cutting football players? And how much are they paying for a haircut?
All right, but I mean,
you
it doesn't
gotta-
it doesn't necessarily mean they have to be cutting celebrities and shit like that. Dog. There's other people that'll pay way more than what just like, you know, certain celebrities have to fit a certain portfolio to fit their, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he
their
ain't lying. They
lifestyle.
get big headed, but
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
everybody's different to their own.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I say I didn't say everybody. That's why I said there are some people out there, like I was saying, like it's like they literally, it's like if you don't know them, they look at you like, man, you don't know who I am.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I swear, like I see that shit way too often. I'm just like, man, that shit's crazy.
We saw a lot of influencers at a BarberCon, like it was like maybe about a month ago in Dallas.
In Dallas,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that was fun. That was my first BarberCon. But yeah, I know what he means, man. They do walk around.
Oh
like
yeah,
celebrities.
There is some high name barbers that are real humble.
Yeah,
And they're
that-
like are like normal, talk to you like you're cool with them. And there is people like that who are like they act like, you know, they're perfect and everything they do, which I get. It betrays a lot, man. If you let it get to you, you know,
Yeah.
just stay humble and you know.
Man, some of them they're just some real humble people, man. They're cool. Like you can see why they're at the spot they're at, you know. But, all right, man. I see y'all. I support you.
I don't know. There's a barber that I think is cool. And I mean, I would like to meet him one day. The Rob the Original. He's Raza, you know,
yeah.
from San Antonio or something. But like, I think that's why you're drawn to like people that are like similar to you. That's why like Alex gets like, you know, when he was over there in LA, like he saw that and he didn't like that because that's not how he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fame gets to some people and you know they start acting different, but we just some humble ass dudes from Wichita cutting hair.
Is there anybody in town that you guys look up to, barber wise? Like, is there anybody that you can be like, man, they do great?
I mean, I'll give a shout out to Nelson, man. Honestly, like since I've known Nelson, he's always had a plan since when he was first in barber school, and he attacked that shit, and he just kept going with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'll definitely give a lot of props to that dude for sure.
I mean, all these barbershops are good, man. Varsity, Primetime, you know, All City. These are all upcoming barbershops that have been more heard, you know, recently, you know, these past years. And I'm pretty sure when Premiere too, like they talk about us more, you know what I mean? Because we're upcoming. And, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of great barbers too, you know, Nelly. So Panda came out of school like 2 years ago. He's been killing it out here. There's an Asian guy out there that I look at his social media.
My boy Eric. Yeah, Panda and Eric. Man,
Asian
shout out
guys
to
are
y'all,
super
man.
funny. Yeah.
So, do you guys wish there was like more events to put you guys all together, like, you know,
For like
locally?
barbershops?
Yeah.
Locally?
I think that would be cool. I was kind of like joking around at the barbershop, like we could throw like this since our Plaza West is pretty big, the parking lot.
Yeah.
If we could do like put a ring in the middle of it and just have
basically
barbers.
like how they got the YouTube box and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that shit
But
would
like
pop,
with
honestly.
barbers,
Yeah.
I think
just
that
to
shit
be
would
funny,
pop.
like, you know, you'll give yourself time to, you know, like train and whatnot, but then be like
'Cause
in
it
this
would be
corner
funny.
Premiere versus All City.
It
Alfred.
would be funny, but
Who y'all got?
you're gonna get them matchups where you're like, man, I really don't like this dude.
Oh, see,
Hey,
you know,
fool, he
you-
don't
yeah.
like you either.
How you said about like if
You know
there's
what I'm
beef
saying?
and stuff,
Yeah.
like, well, we're gonna bring it to right here and we're gonna see, you know, we're gonna settle this. I think that would be fun.
$5 a ticket.
They have like the car shows and stuff out there all the time too. So
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You should try
that's
it.
something I thought about, and it's not related to
Barber
like
beatdowns?
It's not. Oh, it's not related to cutting hair, but it's like,
Just to get people together, you know.
bro, people would come together. You think I'm playing?
Do you feel like somebody needs to do that in your community?
Oh, for sure. It's gonna be us. Watch, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna
Barber
start
beatdowns.
that.
I was about to say, if you had Paco in the ring with, I guarantee you're probably gonna have like,
Bro, people know me. Like I'm personality crazy, and like he's gonna get down with who? Oh yeah, we gonna go see this fool get his ass beat.
Yeah,
Like, why
for
wouldn't you pay for that?
Oh hell yeah, you know. But
around the corner. I'll be there.
What you think, Alfred? That's cool or not?
Oh man, I'm a heavy hitter, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who he said I'm a heavy hitter?
Yeah, okay.
Damn. Okay then.
Well,
But,
we'll be out there recording,
Yeah, but
Balls.
actually they're doing like is it Midwest Barbering? He's been doing like a lot of
Classes
barber
and shit.
classes. Yeah, man. He's like he must.
Oh, that's pretty cool too. I've got a
All the
couple.
barbers here.
Basically,
Like,
they
that's pretty
showcase at a barbershop, and they kind of just showcase their work and upcoming barbers, give them a little bit feedback of like cutting hair and
Like
other
workshops,
marketing ways,
basically.
workshop meetings. But they
So-
offer it to like the upcoming barbers and like barbers in the community, and they started that like a couple months back, and
Yeah,
it's
and
looking
cool
pretty.
'cause, like they go to like different barbershops and have different barbers. Like some at the like they be at a certain shop and whoever's teaching or doing the demo or whatever they don't even work there. They're from somewhere else.
So is there like a financial advisor you guys started talking to, or is there anybody out there now trying to show people how to get their money right if you're going to this kind of line of work, just to manage money or nothing like that?
Honestly, I haven't, man. I haven't. The whole time I've been working here, like I kind of just been off the go, like just muscle, like older barbers. I just talk to older barbers.
And figure out how they did it.
I
and-
got a pretty good connect. Like one of my boys, he shows me how to do my taxes. Like he just bought a house. Like he's putting me down the right path.
I'd say like that's probably one of the better benefits I have from going to like expos, because like I did take that route kind of like how he did, and then I kind of started thinking about it like, man, why am I taking, like, they ain't trying to knock you or nothing, but like, why am I taking advice from these dudes that have been doing it for so long and they're still doing the same shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to
you're
like,
saying that this job for you is not long term,
no, not at all.
so you have other aspirations.
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
just that.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is just extra.
This is, I mean, it like I said, when it kind of started, I didn't really know why I was even doing it. Then like, so the first 4 years was me, like, I didn't take the shit serious. To me, it was just, like I said, I was more focused on extracurricular activities I was doing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, because it was just like, that's what my whole mindset was, is like, get it fast, blow it fast. You know what I mean? So then, like, once I had a change of scenery and I could be like, all right, I seen someone that just came literally from nothing, straight out of prison, and seeing how well they were doing within like 6 months. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, that, like, he's not doing nothing different than I'm doing, so what the hell am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? So that's when I started taking it more serious, and then started seeing it more as a career. And then, you just kind of grow. Like, now we got the whole shop going, but then, like I said, man, it wears on you. It causes a lot of stress. Like, I've got to those, like, I already hit those points to where it like, and then I never used to see this as a job, dog, at first.
Yeah.
Never. I used to be hella cool. I used to look like, I loved it to the T. I loved everything about it I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But then I hit those points. I was like, dog, I was super stressed all the damn time. I had no time for myself. I had no time for my kids. Like, I was stressed out all the time. Like, I literally hated coming to the shop. I hated, like, honestly, like, having to cut hair.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't even want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell am I doing? And then COVID happened, and honestly, that's what, like, gave me time to self-reflect. And then that's when I was just like, damn, dog, like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
just got
'cause
caught in
yeah.
this freaking hamster wheel, just doing the same stuff over and over and over again, and I ain't even realizing what it's doing to me. Because I mean, I was a big body, dog. I was looking like a grape. I was pushing like 250
Oh,
for
really?
a while. Hell yeah!
Shit, damn.
My boy, something he had a picture of me, and I was just like,
This fool
Damn,
says,
dog.
"Why the fuck ain't nobody tell me I was this fat?" I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure you feel it on you, but some people I guess don't. You feel when you feel it when you gaining weight, like you just look different, you feel different, you can't run that fast. He's like, "Why the fuck ain't nobody tell me I was
the
that
thing
fat?"
is, like, I would still do sport. I would still do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it would just be like, I would, dog. I would still like be playing soccer, be doing all types of shit. But then I'd be like, man, you know what I
Nah,
mean?
you see my
I'd be like,
mother
man, this
like
shirt does feel a little bit more snug. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. That's all I would ever think. Like, it ain't shit.
So do you see yourself just as a businessman, like in your business and not cutting anymore at some point, or is completely different?
I'm giving myself 3 more years, and then I already got a retirement date set for myself. Like,
Like
as far
completely
as like,
from everything business.
as far as from like me being behind the chair every day is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I do like the industry, like I said, dog. Like, there's so much more that comes with it, beyond just cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different avenues this could branch you off into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
I'm
for
not sure if
sure.
you guys are familiar with someone like Vic Blends. You know what I'm saying? This dude is an entrepreneur. It's crazy. Like, he blew up off the barbering within like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And now this dude doesn't even cut hair. He had a commercial during the NBA finals, you know what I'm saying, for Rockstar Energy.
The
You know what I'm
Rockstar,
saying?
yeah.
Like literally all he does, like he's a motivational speaker, like just talking about just basically positive stuff. And I know he got like he's trying to open up a barber program for California prisons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like he propelled that it all started from barbering. You know
So
what I'm
pretty
saying?
much you have a 3-year plan from,
I mean, I got a 3-year plan with just to get out of, like, as far as, like I said, from behind the chair.
Yeah,
man. Like I said, like,
okay.
getting out, like, that's what I did, like I said, for me next was, like, seeing people that are very successful in different pathways, but they started doing this. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying?
obviously you meet a lot of connections.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. So
you
like,
meet
but
some
like seeing that, it just
yeah.
shows you just like, all right, man, like exactly, you could use this as a platform to propel you to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Because I don't like, you think about it, like, I don't want to just be known as like, oh man, he's a barber, like that. That label or that tag does not like. Why would I want to like devote my entire life to just being that? You know what I'm saying? Like
So-
I'm cool.
Defined, Alex. Defined.
So,
That's what I did say. I just said define, sir.
so what advice would you guys give people like coming in? You'll be like, hey, this is what you got to focus on. This is what you got to do. So that way, when they look at this video, they know some of the steps they'll have to take. Obviously go to school. Look at your finances. Do you guys have LLCs or do you guys just kind of just?
I mean, the shop itself has an LLC. I mean, yeah, like individually, I haven't set that stuff up yet for myself or.
I kind of learned like it opened my eyes up to like kind of
Like-
what he's saying, but I'm taking this to another business standpoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it really showed me like the person that I am personality wise. Like I don't know if you've heard that before, where you have an addictive personality, and I'm gonna take this and run with it, but in a different business standpoint besides the barbershop, But we put it in the work day-to-day basis to get where we want to be at.
Yeah.
Individually. He has his own plans. It doesn't reflect on me, where the business is like clashing in any type of way because we're business owners. But like we've learned a lot running it
Besides,
together.
yeah.
You learn a lot, honestly. You learn a lot and then you gain a lot and then,
I mean, stuff is always changing anyways, dog. Life. I mean, stuff happens, what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I mean, I'm sure everybody's gone through their own personal issues and, sometimes stuff happens that it makes you, your life changes just like that and you got to do something different, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like I said, man, just being defined as just like that.
You're saying if
But
somebody wants to start in that?
Yeah,
thing?
like say, high school.
I just say
kid.
come shadow me.
Come shadow you and
Yeah,
you'll
for
kind
real.
of walk them.
No, I'm being for real. Like, just come
better.
shadow me to see if that's something that you really want to do. And then from there, let's go look at schools. From there, let's go see what shop you want to, start yourself at. And then from there, you keep growing. And then from there, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not going to write the whole book, but like, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I don't know for you, Alfred, what you think.
I'm
Do you
thinking.
take anything from them? Like having this conversation, do you see yourself having your own business, or do you think that you're good where you're at right now at your age?
I think like even before talking to anybody, I saw myself being a business owner. But that's just like something that I just want to prove to myself, like that's just to me. But yeah, I did gain a lot from talking to these two, man. Like they're from a different barbershop and they have different perspectives, So and they've been in the game way longer than I have, So it's cool, and but as far as like any advice to anybody, I feel like just sometimes you just gotta jump in, man. Try it. You're not gonna know whether you like it or if you're gonna be good at it till you try it. And when you do try it, man, and that's what you want to do, stay consistent, man. Grow. Don't get comfortable, but stay disciplined and just keep going, man. Try it. Stay tunnel vision. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole bunch of things, like somebody, you might have a bad day, you might mess something up. Don't let it bring you down, Like, because people gonna talk regardless. They gonna say something good or bad about you. You just can't let it get to you. But shit, just
Yeah.
keep going.
I would just say have a plan. Have a plan. Know what you want to like. Have an idea of where you're trying to go. You know what I mean? Because if you kind of just go with the flow, dog, you're leaving your growth to randomness, and you're just kind of running around with a chicken with his head cut off. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just say have a plan. Really think about it. That doesn't even just go for barbering. That just goes for anything in general. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
cool.
I kind of just fell into this myself, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, because obviously it was harder for you guys because you guys it's grown a lot more.
Yeah.
than when you guys, so it's gonna be easier for the next generation
I
coming
mean,
in.
you want obviously you want, you know, it's just like, you know, I'm sure you guys got kids. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Everybody wants their kids to do better than what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like you want to like set those standards for them. Like, look, it takes work. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything's gonna take work. Let's not be
Yeah.
lazy with it, but you know, learn from my mistakes. Let's make you smarter. Let's make you better at it.
Oh,
You know
for
what I mean?
sure. So
What
Do you
about?
guys ever feel judged for your job titles by your community, by your own culture?
I feel like back in the day it was more to be judged. Like there's more professionalism nowadays, in my eyes, these barbershops. And I feel like back in the day it was more like these ghetto ass barbers, no structure places. Like I feel like it was more back in the day. I don't know. I don't really feel like that, me personally.
Do you feel like there's more Latino barbers now than there was back then?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think they see individuals like us or like, you know, people that are inspiring, you know, like good barbers, you know, run their business good. And I'm proud of myself for that, you know, and people just see the good in what we do. So,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there is a lot more Hispanic barbers for sure. I
Oh,
remember
sure.
like I never went to a barber as a kid, so like even like going to even get a lineup, I always thought that was just a black thing. To be honest, like
Yeah.
for real. Now I feel like anybody that was like, you know, grew up in the like Hispanic household thought the same shit. Like, man, you get lined up like, oh, it's Palo Morenos, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
and then when you actually get here, you're like, damn, no, this just
There is a lot
pretty
more
fresh, you know what I'm
Hispanics
saying?
now.
Okay.
For sure. Oh, and then the female barbers. Shout out to the female barbers in Wichita, because there is a handful, and they do good out here.
oh yeah, for sure. There's a couple out there that are real good. So oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Steve said that like he knows.
What female barber you go to, G? For
So,
real? That's
yeah.
cool, man. Yes, I mean he's just supporting you. There's nothing
He a
behind that.
super trooper. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Gotta support them. But
Oh,
Do you guys have any shout outs or anybody you'd like to before we end all this?
I just shout out to my fiance and to my mom and to God and my dad, honestly, for just raising me to be something out of myself for real.
yeah,
Man, I'm just shout out to my team, man. Shout out All City Barbershop, and shout out to my cuñada for having me here.
Yeah, I mean, just a shout out to you guys for having us, for, you know, taking your time out of your days to have us on here and, you know, give some stuff out. And to the team, to Wichita,
go ahead and
just get Apoco más.
go ahead and tie you guys in how to get a hold of you guys and your social media platforms if you guys have them.
Oh, shit. Well, man, my IG is Authentic Grow. You know, for the business is Premier Barber Lounge on Instagram, Premier Barber Lounge on Facebook, located on Central and West, 601 Northwest Street. That's where you can find us.
All City Barbershop 316.com. Probably the best way to find us. Or my Instagram's Urban Alfred. It's pretty. I'm on Facebook, man. Just look up Alfred Urbina on Facebook. Find a handsome young man in there. You know what I mean? Yo, located on 21st and Amadon.
If you personally want a haircut from me, just Premier Barber Lounge. We're on Google. For real, and just make an appointment with me.
All right, appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Gracias.